Breaking news out of Ferguson today. It is August 11th, 2015. Heavily armed men patrol Ferguson, ready to confront authorities to defend the U.S. Constitution. And these aren't just normal armed men. No, these are the Oath Keepers. If you remember the Oath Keepers, they were introduced to us all of us truth seekers about 6 years back, I'd have to say, is when I figured out about them. I don't know if they were around longer than that, but now I heard statistics saying that up to 75% of all law enforcement and all military personnel are starting to lean towards some sort of affiliation with the Oath Keepers. And their goal is to defend the Constitution, mainly the right to defend yourself against a tyrannical government. So these men are patrolling the streets of Ferguson, walking up to the protesters, telling them, hey, we're on your side. We are on the side of the people. Even though they did make an agreement with the police officers and the police department not to disrupt police activities. And in my opinion, that is warranted. That is something that you would want to see happen. You wouldn't want to see a bloodbath out there because all these people have AR-15s, military uniforms, or you could say military gear on, bulletproof vests, and they're not playing around. So the goal of these Oath Keepers being in Ferguson was to defend the buildings that the protesters were trying to burn down and destroy and pillage, plunder, if you will. They were there and they defended up to 6 buildings from being damaged by the fire bombs that the protesters were throwing at the buildings, trying to cause fires. Because last week, as we saw, Ferguson was up in flames. They were in areas that not even the National Guard would go to. This was pretty tense situation, very dangerous situation. I don't know if you saw the shootings. You can look at the page and see some of the crazy shootings that went on this week. It's just absolutely crazy out there. So these Oath Keepers are armed with, most of them with AR-15 semi-automatic assault rifles, which is, we already know, the demonized weapon of America because it looks so much like an M16. And what really got me in an interview that you can see on RT, I'm gonna leave the link at the bottom, is what one of the Oath Keepers said. He seemed very upset with what was going on with the government, as he should be, saying, hey, I'll cite him. He said, you elect Donald Trump, you put Donald Trump in office, he'll change it all. He'll get rid of these clowns. He'll get rid of these people that violate our rights, and we'll have somebody that actually cares about America again. His name was Andrews, and he expressed his support for the Republican presidential candidate. This just shows the amount of upset and rage these people feel that the government wasn't stepping in and helping these people. These people didn't have the government helping them like they should, like they were abandoned. It was very disturbing. But as you see, like I said, we have heavily armed men patrolling Ferguson, ready to confront authorities to defend the U.S. Constitution. And I'm going to keep you updated on everything that we get about Ferguson. And everybody, pay attention to this because this is very important. Even those who live in the countries, but especially those who live in urban big cities, because this could be happening in a city near you or in potentially your city. All these cities are boiling pots ready to overflow. These are dire situations that we are in today and in these dark days, these promising times. Trialing times, I should say. So everybody, stay strong. God bless America.